Socrates and the wise woman buried by time for fear of the truth. They say truth does not die, but endures against time. Yet there are truths not buried by chance, but deliberately suppressed and erased from collective memory because their light is more than the world can bear. Socrates, dubbed the father of Western philosophy, was not merely a man who silently drank poison, he was a man who lived amid contradictions, and through them uncovered a buried essence that people feared would spread. Socrates has been immortalized as a symbol of wisdom, portrayed as a calm man who contemplates, forgives, asks questions, and never judges. But behind this mummified image lies a man who confronted chaos in its clearest form. Chaos he found not in politics or religion, but in woman. You must ask yourself why they never told you that Socrates did not see woman as merely a delicate creature or an incomplete being, as those who came after him claimed, but as a latent force of chaos that tests a man's balance and reveals his true mettle. Socrates did not hate woman, he understood her with a depth that many men still fear today. He was not a prophet against love, but a witness to a hidden dynamic between the sexes, one that is not spoken of in books of ethics or taught in lecture halls. He did not demand submission from women, he urged men to master themselves, for a man who does not possess his own self will possess nothing else. Xanthippe, the philosopher's wife, was not a quiet or obedient woman, she was Xanthippe, a name that through the ages has come to mean shouting, complaining, and volatility. It is said she would scream at him in the marketplaces and pour water over him in front of everyone. Yet he did not grow angry, did not raise his voice, did not strike her, did not divorce her. Instead, he laughed. And that moment was recorded as sarcasm in the face of rage, but in truth, it was a moment of profound reflection, a moment of awareness. Socrates was not ignorant of what he was doing. He was studying, observing, analyzing. He was not the weak man who swallows insult, but the knower who understood that attempting to reform woman before reforming himself is ruin. He did not seek to tame the storm, he sought to become a mountain unmoved by it. The ancient understanding of woman, in its essence, Socrates believed, is that she is like nature, unpredictable by words. What a woman says is not always what she means, and what she asks for is not always what she responds to. She tests the steadfastness of the soft. Have you noticed how quickly she forgets? How the woman who told you, "You are the only one," can turn into someone posting pictures with another after days, not because you were not good enough, but because you were too easy, too predictable, too present beyond what was needed. Socrates knew that love is not made by excessive giving, but by enigmatic presence. Not by immediate closeness, but by the distance that preserves attraction. The essence of manhood is to be significant, not merely desired. A woman is fascinated by the man she cannot fully understand because he does not live to be understood, but to achieve. Socrates lived for truth, not to win Xanthippe's admiration, and yet she orbited him, challenging his silence, pursuing his calm, because he did not let her control his mood. The man who does not need her is the one she needs, not because he is arrogant, but because he has a mission. His presence does not change with her presence or absence. Socrates did not make Xanthippe the center of his life, he made her a mirror reflecting the depth of his steadfastness. The deepest challenge is to remain that man despite love. Know thyself, said Socrates. But how many men today know themselves? Too many adopt roles that are not theirs, change color according to the desire of the moment, dissolve into those they love until they are completely dissolved. Then, when the woman neglects them, they are stunned. But as the philosopher said, truth begins when you stop deceiving yourself. For woman is not always conscious of what attracts her. She says one thing but responds to another. She says she loves the one who listens, but she is drawn to the one who is silently confident. She says she loves the one who shares everything, but she longs for the man whose depths she cannot plumb. Silent withdrawal is the signature of the man who does not forget, the man women remember years later. Not always the most handsome, the richest, or the kindest, but the one who carried mystery, seriousness, and the ability to walk away without collapsing. He is the one who did not fear loss, but respected himself enough to leave if not valued. The man who makes a woman chase him does not run after her, does not erase himself to gain love, but stands as Socrates stood amid the line.